Inform me about your power.
Would you like me to explain the basics of battle? The primary offensive options available to you in battle are attack and skill. Attack corresponds to the weapon you have equipped, while skill relates to your persona's abilities. Those skills consume either stamina or spiritual power. They tend to have a greater effect. Use whichever option best suits the situation. Keep attacking until you've defeated the enemy, but pay careful attention to your stamina. That's it for now. Did you get all that? Okay, then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options. The enemy is vulnerable. Keep
Here's a
going.
chance. Let's get him! Get back here, you son of a...
Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle. Do you want to know more? Nearly every type of attack is associated with a particular property. For example, swords can be used to do slash attacks, while bows are used to do pierce attacks. Skills, on the other hand, have different properties. Bufu, for instance, indicates an ice attack. Now, most enemies are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. In other words, they have weaknesses. A fire skill will deal greater damage to an enemy that's weak against fire. With my power, I can analyze an enemy to determine its weaknesses and strengths. That falls under tactics. Do you follow? The enemies you're facing have a weakness. Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
Please hit!
The enemy's weakness is fire.
Damn. Couldn't finish it off.
Right here, shadow 10 o'clock direction. Seize the moment, destroy the nation. Run slow motion, give me motivation. Get out now, and then I'm a rival. Round the all over.
Attack again.
Awesome!
Surround up, don't ease the cases, enemies brutal. Moment of truth, there ain't no truth. You're the only one, won't go. The battle goes on, shadows all mass destruction.
Excellent attack.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack!
already notice. Would you like more detail? Then proceed with... The enemy's vulnerable. Attack again!
The enemy, your buddy, covers whole society. Can't run, mom's out there, gonna fight all night. Right here, shadow 10 o'clock direction. Seize the moment, this is motivation. And then on your rival. Round up around, get out. Over, rhyme like a
Take that!
Please hit! This thing won't give up!
Round up, don't you these enemies brutal. Moment of truth. You're the only one world, one love. But the battle goes on, shadows all mass destruction.
One more.
Last one!
Here's our chance for an all-out attack!
There is a better way to defeat all of your enemies in battle than to attack them individually. You can perform an all-out attack. Would you care to hear more about this? When enemies are thrown off balance, they become vulnerable. An all-out attack will allow your entire team to attack simultaneously. Your enemies will be unable to defend against it. It's a very reliable method of attack. Whether or not you want to perform an all-out attack is up to you. But remember, you cannot perform it when you're alone. So if you want to have it in your arsenal, make sure your team is comprised of at least 2 members. That's all you need to know about all-out attacks. Do you understand what I've just explained to you? Then, that concludes the basics of battle. But there's one last thing I need to tell you. Shadows become stronger the further you advance. If you don't think you can win a battle, retreat at once. There may be times, however, when an escape will be impossible. This battle is one of those times. Good luck. You attacked the enemy's weak point. Excellent attack.
I couldn't defeat it!
Check this out! Damn, couldn't finish it off.
Hey, there's awake, anger breathes out, face reality. Never be charity. The enemy you're fighting covers all society. Damn right, mommy's not here, gonna fight all night. Right here, shadow 10 o'clock direction. Seize the moment, destroy the nation. You rhyme slow motion, give me motivation. Breathe out now, and then I'm arrival. Round up around, spit out, all over. Rhyme like a rolling stone, come in the crowd. Watch out the moon, they diss you out. This what's this sound, and bombs hold ground. Surround up, don't ease your case, cause enemies brutal. Moment of truth, there ain't no truth. You're the only one world, one lord. But the battle goes on, shadows all mass destruction.
The enemy's weakness is fire. 3 enemies remain. The enemy's weakness. Take me down.
2 to go. Last one.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack! Ready at 'em!
Gotta get ready for this right here.
Everyone, spread out and proceed individually. Welcome back. So, how was it? It must have hit you all at once. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power.
Right. Press end.